If you're new to Deception Bytes, hit the like and subscribe button and be sure to hit the bell to be notified of future videos. If you wish to support the channel, the links are in the description below. Now, fasten your seatbelt. Here we go. Hey guys, it is Thursday, December 6th, and it's 8:28 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, I do want to bring this to you guys, and this is probably not a good night for me to be bringing anything to anyone. It's been a horrendous day for me on many fronts. The first of which, I was up all night. I have two 21-year-old cats, but one, her health is failing, and I'm going to have to put her down. Now, that's extremely emotional for me because I don't have children, and for me, my two cats have become my kids, and they've been with me for a long time through a lot of things. So it's a very, very sad day for me. And also, I guess the shills and so forth have decided that today would be a good day to mess with me. So they have been really, really hammering me hard. So it's been a rough day. Not only that, but YouTube is up to its tricks, demonetizing my videos, dropping subscribers, and so forth. If you want to be subscribed to this channel, make sure that you are still subscribed, because that is a favorite thing that they tend to do, is just knock people off your subscriber list. They think, oh, she's got enough, let's take some off. And they demonetize your videos. Now, it's not so much about the money in terms of demonetizing it, but when they demonetize it, it does not get readily shared as much. They don't put it in the suggested videos and so forth. So the count of the people that are seeing it goes way down. And this movement, of course, is about spreading information. So it's kind of counterproductive for me to be doing videos if they're not shared and nobody sees them. So yeah, it's a little bit discouraging. It's a lot discouraging, but I'm going to push on. Now, since I had a lot of time last night, as I was up all night, I think I got maybe 2 hours sleep. I did a lot of research and a lot of looking into a lot of things. Somebody sent me something, and to tell you the truth, I wasn't even going to look at it because I'd already determined in my mind that it was false. Now, that is a bad thing to do. It really is. I think we should all be open to whatever evidence someone can provide to us, if it could possibly change our minds about what we think the truth is. So I did look at it, and the more I looked at it, the more I had that moment of realization of, oh my gosh, this is real. Now, I'm going to take you out and I'm going to show you exactly what was shown to me, and you can follow your own rabbit trails from there. But I don't think that I would be doing my due diligence if I didn't at least present it to you and let you look into it for yourself. Now, let's go, and I'm going to take you here. And this is obviously YouTube, and I am on somebody's channel called I Am SCOTUS. Now, this person, I Am SCOTUS, SCOTUS stands for Santa Claus of the United States. And yeah, when I first saw this, I was thinking, what on earth is this? Well, I started really at the urging of somebody that has sent me stuff in the past and that I trust. I started looking into this because I had lots of time to do so, and I was a little blown away. Now, as you can see, this is not well known. This person only has 178 subscribers. So it's not like this is out there big time. It's not. So I'm going to just kind of go through this and let you come to your own conclusions. Let's start on this one. Now, remember, this person is calling themselves Santa Claus of the United States, and they have a Twitter account which has much more followers. It has 13.6 followers, and same page, same picture here, and Santa Claus of the United States at Big Red Wave. Now, and it's not only Santa Claus, but there is a Mrs. Claus, and there's a bunch of other people that are kind of posting in the same sort of vein But I know you're thinking, well, what are they posting? Okay, I'm getting to it. Let's start here, because this is exactly where I started. Now, I'm going to turn the music off on this, because what is playing in the background is Candle in the Wind by Elton John. And of course, we know that at Princess Diana's funeral, Elton John sang this song, and he actually adapted the words for Princess Diana. Well, this is a mock-up of Princess Diana on the cover of George magazine. And it has her with, inside of a vehicle, and the window is partly rolled down, and in the reflection of the glass in the window, you can see the paparazzi. And here is Princess Diana, and I'm not sure if they have a wig on her. It's kind of like the George wig, the wig that they used to wear back in the day, the white, I think they were called wigs, as in WHIGS, but I could be way off. Anyway, that's all this is. It's just, and let me turn off the, so I don't get a copyright strike, because Lord knows I don't want to anger the YouTube gods. But this is what the whole thing is. It's just the background, Candle in the Wind is playing, and here we have a mock-up of George magazine cover. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're saying, okay, well, yep, that could be something, but it could be just somebody that is a good, good with art, and that's their concept. All right, okay, right. I thought the very same thing, but this person urged me to take a look at some of their videos, and that's what I'm doing. This one only has 158 views, so it's not like a lot of people know about it. Let's go back to their channel here. Oh, it's going to get very interesting here. Now, this one is kind of a joke. It's got a picture of all the Supreme Court members, and it has, and Ruth Ginsburg is there, and she's farting. So I'm not going to play that, but let's look at this. Now, this says, time for a happy moment. Santa Claus of the United States. Now, I'm not sure. Yeah, I've got to turn that off because of the music. And let's go back to the beginning here. And look, it says, this makes me happy. Merry Christmas at Big Red Wave now.
Give away free gear. Who wants free gear? Who wants some free gear?
He just announced Santa Claus here. He's going to give away free gear.
Where's Santa Claus? Come on out, Santa.
Okay, so here comes Santa Claus out, and I'm going to have to mute it, or else I'll get a copyright strike, because we don't want to anger YouTube. Anyway, you can tell I'm in a bad mood. Let's hit play again. And of course, everybody's happy. They're getting free gear. And here comes Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. All right. Now, I had people, all sorts of people, email me and say, oh, do you think that that's JFK Jr.? And I said, no. And I really actually had not even looked at this video at all. This is new to me. But I was under the impression that Q had debunked that. I could be wrong. So I just didn't give it any more thought. And to tell you the truth, the notion that it could be JFK Jr. seemed way, way out there to me. I mean, way out there. And the thought crossed my mind, well, maybe because I know they're doing this. What they're doing is they're planting things in the media that are false so that the alternative news people can grab onto it, and then they can point to them and say, see, fake news. When really they planted that, they want you to report on it so they can point to you and say, look, they're spreading fake news. So that was kind of my thought about all of this. But I'm thinking, okay, Santa Claus of the United States, obviously Trump knows who these two people are and approves of them, or they wouldn't be at a Trump rally, now would they? Now let's take a look at these two people. I'm not sure how close it's going to get here. And here they're throwing out free gear. They've got some helpers with them as well in the background, which you can't really see. But knowing what both JFK Jr. and his wife look like and seeing this for the first time, I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, there's something to this. I'm going to play a little bit more of it. I don't want to belabor this, but I do want to get this out there. Now, I don't know if it's going to get any closer to them or not. Any closer up. That looks like her. Sure, I could be mistaken. Sure. And there he is with the elves. Now, okay, so might be him, might not be him. But it's interesting that this is being played on I Am SCOTUS, and it says, time for a happy moment, Merry Christmas, Christmas at the White House, Be Best, The Christmas Chronicles, SCOTUS, at Real Donald Trump, at FLOTUS, at Parscale, whoever that is, at White House, at POTUS Schedule, at Big Red Wave Now. Comments are disabled, and all right, now, let's go over here. If I could find, gosh, I wish I could find the one that I was looking at, because it had a picture of, had some really, it had Mrs. Claus, but I'm not sure if I could find it again. I'm not sure if it's under Mrs. Claus. Maybe Mrs. Claus. I don't think this is it. Because she has a picture there. This is the one, okay? Now, there she's wearing a fake nose there. I mean, it's evident to me that that is a fake nose, and so is this. So they're being disguised here, but I think that there's a very good possibility these two accounts are connected. Mrs. Claus and Santa Claus of the United States. And let's look at some of the things on this Twitter account. Would just anybody have access to these? I don't know. You let me know. Now it says, I heard this revolt was all about the gas. Okay, well, that's not anything we need to be concerned about right now. Here is a picture of Nancy Reagan sitting on Ronald Reagan's lap dressed as Santa Claus. Then we come down here, and it says 1962 Kennedy Christmas card. Now, who has a Kennedy Christmas card just laying around? Anybody? I don't know. Christmas card, JFK at White House, Merry Christmas. Let's come down here. There is a reason they are chanting, we want Trump. Okay, well, we're going to skip that. We're going to only go to things that pertain to what we're looking at here. And here, Mrs. Claus says, so gracious of President Trump and the First Lady to take a photo with Barry at the White House recently. Tactless humor. Santa will not be proud. Wink, wink, naughty me. And, you know, it has all sorts of things here. There was one that had pictures of the, okay, right, yeah, right here. Let me see. A much beloved POTUS, and here's a picture of Mrs. Kennedy and gosh, what is her daughter Carolyn, I think. Gosh, it's been a long time, and this happened before my time, so all right. And they're drawing attention to the wrinkled flag as well here. And here, just making sure we don't miss anything, because I want you guys to be able to. And here we have happy times in the Oval Office. Now, why would this person be saying that? Happy times in the Oval Office, dancing for the president, gone too soon, RIP, D-class, we the people want the truth. We sure do. And it's a busy and important week at the White House. Please pray for our POTUS and his family and administration. Let's see what else we got here. And here's White Squall, the movie. And here, when we find out who's on the naughty list, when will we find out who's on the naughty list? Soon. D-class, hearings, busy week, coal for traders, Merry Christmas. So there's all sorts of things on both the Santa Claus of the United States and Mrs. Claus and some other strange accounts that are associated with this. There's a lot of information here to be gleaned. Really, there is. And I've only started. But let's go back to their YouTube channel and look at a couple other videos, which are odd. They're odd. Here's Best Christmas Movie Ever, Christmas Chronicles, and it's just interesting. Some of these, because of the copyright, I'm not going to play. Santa Claus of the United States, Big Red Wave Now, and this says JFK Jr., and it has this 45, 41, first frame. I'm not sure what they're pointing out here, to tell you the truth. And this Tiffany and Company seems to play into this whole thing, because they have another video on Tiffany and Company. So I don't know. 17. He's pointing something out in the Christmas Chronicles. So, and this says the Christmas Chronicles on Netflix, awesome. Oh, and Kurt Russell was in the movie with Elvis. It happened at the World's Fair. More clues, very interesting. Believe Q, JFK Jr., at Real Donald Trump, at FLOTUS, at White House, at POTUS Schedule, at Storm is Upon Us, at 777 KAB1, at Dixie Doodle 12, at Coal Grove 11. And following these people will lead to interesting things as well. It's just fascinating. And let's go back here. And I'm going to show you this. They pulled out a Tiffany's commercial. Very odd as well. Again, I have to, because I think there might be music. Yep. But it's odd. There's something here that they're wanting to point out. She falls into this box. And there's a white rabbit. So I don't know what all this is, but there's something here. Looks like a tea party, like Alice in Wonderland type tea party. And then she wakes up and it says, Believe in Dreams, Tiffany and Company. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys make up your own minds and go out and look for yourself, because unless you look for yourself, somebody telling you about it doesn't do it. Because I was not convinced at all. In fact, I would just like, yeah, whatever. Like when people would talk to me about it, because I just didn't believe it. But the more I'm looking into this, the more I'm thinking there's something to this. There really is something to this. So anyway, happy digging, guys. SCOTUS, Santa Claus of the United States, on Twitter and on YouTube. Watch the videos. Tell me what you think about them. Tell me what you find in the videos. Let's sleuth this together. I want to know, and I know you want to know. So, oh, and then here, I don't know who did this, but it says JFK Jr., aka Santa, came to town. You decide. Let's see what this says. I think there are, sorry. I've got to turn it off because of the music. It's ridiculous. November 22nd, 1963, assassination of JFK. I think we all know exactly what happened then. It was horrendous, and I think it's etched in the American conscience forever. It was, I think it deeply wounded the fabric of America. I don't think until that time anybody thought that that was possible, that something like that would happen in America. And of course, there are ties to George Bush Sr., who definitely was involved somehow. Let's see if it's still playing music. Let's come.
In fun of Macron, and Macron is actually laughing.
Okay, actually, I don't know what happened there, but it forwarded me to another one. There we go. This is going through the, well, I'm not going to play that. It's somebody else's video, and I don't want to just play somebody else's video. It's The Imagination Warrior, and it seems like there's a lot of these just popping up recently. Seems like this is catching on. So let me know what you guys think. Is Santa Claus that's posting on YouTube and on Twitter, is it JFK Jr.? I don't know. It seems pretty far-fetched, and I don't know how they would have gotten away with it. But anything's possible, because I'm telling you, I would never have thought the things that I have found out in the last year could possibly be true, and yet they are. So there you go. I'm going to leave it there. Q has posted tonight, and I may do a short video. There's only 2 posts so far by Q, and I may do a short video on that as well. But again, I need to kind of take tonight to just kind of whatever. Anyway, that's it. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you guys so much for your support, for everything that you do, for your encouragement, for your comments. I really appreciate it more than you know. I will talk to you guys very soon.